Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, of course, this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do want to encourage you to watch your other placements within your chart, okay? Didn't mean to say that. You just never know where the messages lie for you or what's going to resonate. But I'm hearing trust your intuition, and I feel like that's for what readings to watch and in regards to the next 48 hours for you. But do keep in mind, as we proceed with the reading, this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it. But I do more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and of course your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this Aquarian tribe already. Someone a little bit nervous in your midst, I feel the need to say. So those who are very empathic, I did get the message to thoroughly cleanse your energy when you feel it's necessary or you just can, okay? For Aquarius from the Starseed Oracle deck. I also did get the a channel message before I started recording, and that message was, wow, that was impressive. Wow, that was impressive. I feel like whatever you do for work or whatever you wrap yourself up with hobby-wise, or whatever you're sharing with people, there's something about you in what you're creating, developing, the vibes you're putting out there that is impressing people in certain ways. And you're being advised to keep doing what you're doing, okay? Or to make certain slight adjustments and changes when you feel so intuitively and or spiritually guided to do so, okay? But the first cards we have out, Earth Pulsing, talking about pulse of the mother, slow down, time and nature. So it's the next 48 hours where you're being pushed to slow it down, okay? Feeling very motivated, you know, potentially a bit of a busybody, right? Even in the moments when you're gifted the chance to rest, to replenish, to just have moments of simplicity, I just feel like, as I'm pointing to my bed, you are going to feel as if you just kind of want to do some cleaning or organize and get things done or go on another adventure or something of the sort. But I do feel like if you are needing a moment to oneself, okay, away from your housing situation or away from work, whatever the case may be, if you can, take a walk in nature. It's going to be a moment of clarity, realization, and or just a moment of healing, okay? There's gonna be a reminder in the next 48 that it's really hard to be anxious when you're wrapped up in focusing on Mother Nature, okay? All her beauty will shine for you to admire, okay? That was beautifully put. And then we have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And I feel as if there's a lot of spiritual beings drawn to this reading, okay? A lot of spiritual workers. Okay, walk in the light is what I just heard. Walk in the light. I feel like you're glowing in certain ways in the next 48 hours. People are inspired by what you have to say. Your inspiration is stemming from your spiritual connection as well, I feel the need to say. But there's a specific skill set that you were informed of, discovered recently, or will in the next 48 hours, or you're being forewarned will happen moving forward. It's going to differ from case to case, of course, but this gift is going to be taking a bit of a focus at a certain point in the next 48 hours in one way, shape, or form. A little bit of fine tuning or getting in tune with it in one way, shape, or form. I do feel like this is going to come into play and tie into your body of work, making a name for yourself, I feel the need to say, but also for some, but also for your life purpose, okay? Your life purpose is greater than one would even assume when meeting you. But then I just feel as if there are moments where you're going to in the next 48 hours give off very grand energy, feeling very confident. Any self-care routines or changes to your looks that you've made recently is paying off. People are turning their heads to look at Aquarius because you are just vibing to the music, or you're just strutting down the street, or you're just driving confidently. I just feel like you are a vibe, okay? I'm gonna look at the bottom of the deck. Light bodies, the star bathing card, talking about crystal grid, transmission, and activation. And activation within oneself as far as clarity, realization goes. But I do feel like an activation of a new level of connecting with somebody, or it could just be more so tied into this soul gift, this skill set of yours. There are gonna be more odd or just different skill sets to acquire or just to realize you have within you moving forward. And it's just going to remind you consistently that you're continuously evolving and changing on a soul level and a spiritual level, but more so that you are just so damn unique. Okay, so damn unique. I feel like there's a very sort of, they're saying galaxy, a very universal sort of vibe about your next 48 hours. Okay, you could be very drawn to, okay, to reflect upon your dreams. You could be very much a vivid, lucid dreamer being drawn to this reading. I have Aquarius in my chart, and so I do relate to that. But I do feel like the stars are aligning for you, if I didn't say that already. And I really do feel like you're drawn to the night sky, the moon, stuff of that nature. But don't neglect the daylight and what it has to offer as far as your transformation goes, as far as your work goes for some, as far as healing goes. Let's use the watercolor tarot. I just feel like you're being pushed to embrace, wrap oneself up with what makes you feel colorful, okay? Whatever drains you of your energy or limits your perspective on things, or pushes you to sort of hold back at times, for the most part. Whatever dims that color within your view or how you're feeling in that moment is not for you, okay? It needs to keep oneself associated with people moving forward, with people who are going to bring light and color into your world, okay? Keep you motivated. Even, I feel like you're being pushed to wrap oneself up with people, even people from the past, but potentially new people that are going to open your eyes to new experiences, new places, new perspectives on things. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's like spirits trying to, I didn't like that I said like, spirits trying to make sure that you don't live a stale life moving forward, okay? We need color for Aquarius. Hence why I chose the watercolor tarot. What else do we have? Okay, coming out the Page of Cups. I feel as if there is just a minuscule offer coming through, okay? But I do feel like you at times will feel like a fish out of water, and it may be due to that skill set you're trying to implement into your situation or get used to. It may be due to your spiritual increase you're going through for some, but I just feel like there's a person who's going to either offer you to go out or hang out or hook up or something of the sort. It might even be a friendship offer, and I feel like, okay, some from the past, maybe tying into Mercury retrograde, you need to keep one's intuition at the forefront of your decision making, your discernment process, okay? Discerning process, because I really do feel like you will intuitively feel and sense that this energy is not meant for you and the offer is too small, okay? I do feel like you have enough people being manifested into your life at this time, or very much attracted to you, even friends, past coworkers and friends reaching out and liking your social media. You have enough attention coming in and enough options that you don't need to settle, period. All right, and you're gonna remember why you left something behind, okay? You're gonna remember why you're meant to walk in a different kind of light these days than you once did. It just feels like there's a bit of comparison taking place when it comes to a location, whether it's move of residence, job situation. You'll just feel as if things are happening the way they're meant to. But I also do feel like in moments where the energy doesn't feel right, walk, okay? Walk or drive. But they're saying your feet are your best tools in the next 2 days. As far as going for a run will be so healthy and beneficial for you, for your mental state. Going for a walk, again, wrapping oneself up with nature. I feel like trees coming into play, different types, even the spiritual meaning of a tree. So you may need some spiritual replenishment in the next 48 hours. When your voice shakes, don't blame oneself, okay? I feel like, okay, if it was your thoughts or what you were wrapping oneself up in, sure. But I feel like for the majority of which drawn to this reading, when that happens the next 48 hours, it's the energy around you, okay? Whether it's in the neighborhood, whether it's in the household you're living in, or where you're working, you name it. The energy is just affecting you. I feel like your sensitivity at this time is quite heightened, and that's needing to take highlight in one's mind at a certain point, if not multiple points, to keep things in perspective, okay? You can't control other energies to that extent. So again, cleanse your energy, step away when need be. And I feel like there are other experiences that will probably take place when you need to escape from a situation or multiple. So I do feel like even in that sense, everything's happening for a reason. But there's a reminder once again where you don't fit in. And I do feel like there's thoughts and potential, and I heard investing, but potential, what am I looking for? Research taking place in regards to acquiring a new job or a new source of income in one way, shape, or form, potentially a new expansion for your business. I do feel like you're thinking about a future investment in one way, shape, or form, for some of which it's a car, okay, or a mode of transportation of some sort. But I do feel like you are this Queen of Wands in the next 48 hours, quite passionate, and that passion is driving you to get a lot accomplished, but don't overdo it. Don't burn yourself out. We need you to be feeling energized and ready to go and putting your utmost passion into certain connections that are coming in or just being progressed at this time, right? I do feel like, again, you're attracting a lot of people, and it just feels like for a lot of Aquarians, you have perfected your alone time. I just feel the need to say you've allowed for oneself to be comfortable with your alone time for the most part, for some, but and a lot for others. But I just feel as if you're entering a chapter or going through the beginning stages of a chapter where Spirit's saying you are deserving of more of a social life, right? Or more of a love life, right? Or just the right kind of dating and love coming into your situation. And I just feel like there's more than one form of passion that you are attracting at this time. Your manifestation skills are heightened as well. I just feel as if your spirituality, even if it hasn't in the past, is working to your advantage, okay? There are certain levels of messing with taking place in the next 48 hours, but it doesn't seem to be getting you down or making things happen in the way they're not meant to. Does that make sense? Everything is falling into place as it's meant to. And I feel like you're seeing evidence even surrounding this 48-hour period that things are working out for you. It's time for some important choices to be made. But I just feel like your intuition is so strong at this point, and your experience that you have had up until this point is allowing you to just take a moment and make the right decision for oneself. And again, don't be tempted to accept something that isn't right for you or just isn't enough, okay? You're going to realize that you just deserve so much more. You're going to remember that you deserve so much more than you've received or dealt with or put up with in the past. It's time for Aquarius to have a new sense of luck, passion, and connecting in their situation, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48 hours, and I'll see you next time.